Join me for today's fun Hillside Heart prompts. It's week 31 of the Hillside Heart prompts. Sunday, contributed by Charlotte Ingeman 4174, and Magical, contributed by Alice Harbor 5926. Sunday, November the 6th was our daughter's birthday. I'm going to take that out. Definitely magical, the day our children are born. Magical page. Gathered a few things. I was going to use these ladies. I made these in February. I'm going to not use them because I wanted to do a body so I can put some fun magical butterfly wings on. I also have a cutout that was at the bottom of one of my baskets, a little hummingbird. And I found I had made this was a Hillside Heart prompts from last year. I'll link the video below. I did make a zine originally, but I tried to photocopy it that way. And there's some white hanging over because I was experimenting. I can do those in gold. And I'll draw a face. I'll try and draw a face and cut it out. Put this on. Sunday, November the 6th. And I can use all of that space. Just took a couple of seconds to use my gold Posca pen and outline the area. I wanted to put a little gold highlight around where the folds aren't exact. And I like it the way this is. It also shows how you can reuse your art in different ways and in different journaling styles. So this is fun. I have the original in my Hillside Heart Prompts 2025, which I will list. So this can go over here on this side. I'm going to draw a girl, a fairy. Very fantasy. What kind of hair is she going to have? And she needs a little mouth. A little neck. Maybe some longer hair. You can see what kind of body I can make. I'm going to copy one of these just to have an idea, and a star is a great idea. Guess she needs some arms too. I will color her. I had to wait for the thunder to pass. It was really loud. I'm coloring my little angel, my little fairy. Little shimmer, a quick angel. I'll save my other art for my car art book or my sketches. They were very fun to do. A little light pink in her dress. Maybe she has purple shoes. Before I continue doing the wings and more background, I am going to finish coloring the white parts. Gelatos are what I'm using, and I can see from the other side of this wax paper, parchment paper, painted on. I'm just gonna wet, this is my day-old wipe. It's dry, so I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just to blend. I will circle that for Tara's birthday. Okay, that'll be really fun. I need to put some wings. I have 2 pages of a kit that I purchased called Butterfly Sanctuary, and it's from Celeste's daughter. I'll list her Etsy shop and where you can purchase this. I'm going to use the butterfly. This was already printed out. I started printing the kit before I went to bed the other night, and then I only printed a couple pages off. I think this is perfect. I'm going to cut around here. I'm going to be making a journal for a very close friend who is a gardener. She's not a junk journaler, but she's always intrigued when we visit about what I'm doing. And so I thought I would do a nice garden themed. She's a very big gardener, and I thought that would be so fun. And then she can put all of the fun information that she gathers from her gardens and do her own journaling. They're very big, but they're fun. I can go up here. Let me see. To decide where I want to put the fairy wings. I'm also going to add some of these. Oh, and I can also cut some of these out. I haven't assembled that yet, and I'm gathering some butterflies. Instead of cutting these out, I'm using my butterfly punch. Having all these butterflies. We had so many butterflies. Well, summer's not over. We still do this year on all our flowers. I just can't shut it off, so we'll have to listen to the rain, which I love. I do love thunder. Purple. The rain is coming so hard on my window. These things have come together so unexpected. And that is so fun. The last thing I thought I'd be using the butterfly, the Butterfly Sanctuary kit would be in here, but it works out. I can print it off whenever I want. And I'm just going to fold this over and glue her down. A little bit of November is hidden, but I know when this Sunday was. That page is fine. And I'm going to put this right up here. Use all the butterflies that I punched and cut out. I'm going to add them on, and then I'm going to edge them in the gold. Adding these. I'm just going to put them in random order. Okay, that scared me. Not expected, that's why. I'm not afraid of thunder, just it's unexpected. And I'm just keeping my camera on so that you can enjoy this with me. This little one down here. Outlining a little bit of the butterflies. That's what this is about. Have fun, relax, even if there's a lot of rain. And the fact that this is a Sunday, and that's all for me, that's all I need to represent, is that this day on the calendar was a Sunday. And here we are. The storm has stopped. It's magical and Sunday, week 31. Started with these 2 pages. Did a little bit of gold shimmer paint on the base of this one. I took a calendar from my mom's stash, cut the Sunday weeks, the Sundays off, and it's November the 6th, which was our daughter Tara's sweet 16th birthday. And today's Sunday too, so I put that down here with the date. I made a little fairy, a magical fairy. Butterflies are magical. I added digitals that I already had in my stash, cut them out, and I also used a punch to punch some out, edged them with the gold, added back their antenna. Had this little hummingbird. I put him up there too. And with the fairy, I added these big wings, and the butterfly text here was from, it's called Butterfly Sanctuary, and it's a digital print that I saw on Celeste's channel, and it's Celeste's daughter who has that. I'll list it below. So I put the butterfly behind the fairy because I wanted a big one as the wings, a big butterfly. And then I added a little wand with a heart, put a star in her hair, and I think it turned out pretty magically. So cute. Then the other thing I added for magical, I had also in my basket, was this photocopy of a zine that I had made in 2025, Hillside Heart Prompts, February 28th. I'll list that one below. And I wanted to do a photocopy so I could make it, copy my zine and see if it worked out. I think it worked out pretty good. I had some white edges that I used the gold pen just to blend them in. And that is my magical fairy, rainbow fairy tale story. I thought this worked out really nice. It also shows I love to reuse my own art. This had been in my basket and found its way to this page, to this layout today, which is magical. It also is a great spot for the hearts. Thanks very much for joining me. Have fun, stay adventurous, be fresh, create with no rules. And if you want more Hillside Heart Prompts adventures, I'll post it up here.